We are starting Chapter 1, Part 2 of our chemistry. In Part 1, we learned what substances are. Part 2 is about how substances can change. So, our essential question for Chapter 1.2, we're in Guided Notes Question 12. You need to copy these questions down. How can a substance change? How do we make new substances? So, pause and write that. So, substances can undergo two different types of changes. The first type is a physical change. So, we're in Guiding Notes question 13. Physical changes is when the substance undergoes a change in appearance, but it is still the same substance after the change. So, some examples of a physical change could be a change in texture. So, if I took sandpaper and I smoothed out the surface of wood, it's still wood. A change in temperature. You can warm a glass of water up, it's still water. A change in the phase or state. So, this is from our last unit. If you change it from ice to liquid water to water vapor, all three of the states are all still H2O. You can change the size of something and it still is the same substance. So, let me jump over here because I can't see myself. So, I have a piece of paper. This is paper. If I change the size, it's still paper. I changed it, but it's still the same substance. You can change the shape, like I did with tearing it. So, all of these are physical changes. The substance undergoes a change in appearance, it looks different, but it is still the same substance. The second part of question 13 is the other type of change. We call these chemical changes. A chemical change is when the substance undergoes a change and becomes a new substance, which now have unique chemical properties that are different from the first substance. So, examples: you can burn something, you can rust something, you can react things with acids and dissolve them away. If you cook something, that chemically changes it and creates new substances. Rotting food is creating new substances. Photosynthesis is creating a new substance. So, all these are examples, and there are many more examples than just this. So, I want you to read a little bit about physical and chemical changes from this National Geographic article. We're in question 14. You're going to click on the article. You're going to write some examples of physical changes, some examples of chemical changes, and examples of substances or instances where it's hard to tell which was which. I want you to try to come up with examples from the article that aren't the ones I listed in the slides.